Oh, it's the return of the grey t-shirt. As welcome back, guys, to the FIFA 22 Road to Glory on career mode. Right here, it's kind of a Road to Glory, isn't it? Didn't mean really to say that, but it's with Nottingham Forest into double digits now, episode number 10 of season number 1. As today we have a couple of difficult fixtures. I think, yes we do, it is today. We have Bristol City at home, first off. That's going to be a difficult one in itself, but we have won that last time out and we plan to win it in a simulated game before moving on to Sheffield United away from home. Bramall Lane, who are top of the league. That's going to be the hardest game so far. Then Reading, who are in the playoffs. Then QPR is probably going to be simulated. And then Fulham at Craven Cottage, who are second. We are chasing these two teams down like clappers, so we've got to really try and win. As I've skipped a couple of times to that page before, but if you haven't seen the last episode, go watch it. Like and comment and share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already to try and get the engagement up. It would mean the absolute world to me, as well as we did take our first L in the league in quite a while. On the 19th of February we lost 2-0 to Bournemouth, and the last time we lost in the league before that, I know we lost to Ipswich in the Cup, was the 16th of October, so we went a long time unbeaten in the Championship, which is not an easy thing to do. Very, very good from our going, but we've still got to keep on going as Fulham, in their game in hand, have not picked up full points. We are still 8 points behind them. That's a cheeky little start to the episode, because they had a game in hand, we were a couple points behind, but that's done us a favour, as before anything, I am going to start by doing this Eli guy's contract. I just don't know why I've held back on it. I've read the comments and I've just been thinking in my head, yeah, everyone is kind of right, he does need a new one. So we're going to negotiate a new contract. He lets us, so he is a forgiving character. He wants a crucial first team role, which I don't want to give him, but I'm open to important. But yeah, he still wants crucial, okay. We'll just have to give him that. It's probably because he's got no player face that I'm kind of put off by him, but he's 28-year-old. I thought he was a lot older than that, and the wage, we can afford what he's on now, but I do want to take him down a little bit more. 30k a week. He wants a couple of signing bonuses. I'm going to take them off because I can't afford them. That's just putting it straight, as I do want to take that down as well. 20k signing on bonus. He's not getting an appearance fee, and that's what he will take. Eli does stay for 2 years. If he stays the duration, he's very, very lucky, because I don't think he will. Good sign that, though. At least it's going to hopefully lift a bit of morale up in that changing room. So the only players without a contract are, as we go to this side, Gatayan Bong, Finback and Jack Colback. So I don't mind losing any of them, really. We can sign players on frees better next year. This does free up some space for contracts, as Figueroa is tired, so it's a good chance to play Eli in one of these games, as Joe Worrell's still unfit and going down a rating actually. So yeah, Eli's going to have to step in. He's quite slow, but I'll take it, as it's going to be Bryce Sambit in the goal, Drager, Eli, McKenna and lower the back. Johnson, Yates, Cleverly and Zinkernagel, with João Carvalho supporting wins. And actually, no, it's not going to be João Carvalho. It's going to be Tom Rodgick. Going to give him a chance again after losing to Bournemouth. Might as well go with the first choice, who we brought to be in the first choice. As we're going to quick simulate this. Please don't drop any points. And we have done. It's 1 point again. It's Johnson with our goal, and then Williams with the goal for Bristol City, as that's going to increase the gap between us and Fulham. Oh well, yes it has. It's 10 points now, but we still do play them, so it can go back to close enough 7, which is still disappointing that we've got to bring it back to what it once was, as Figueroa. Big games, disappointed to be left out of the team. Leave the team selection to me, Tobias, as I always thought his name was Jose, but that stuck his manager rating down, arguing with our player, but still, he's not in charge. As we move on to top of the league next as well, that's great, as Figueroa. Please be quiet, mate. You're asking all these questions, aren't you? I'm not injured, am I? Just a question about fitness. I'm thinking about squad rotation. We can't carry any passengers, which he seemed to be encouraged by, but I don't know about that, as we're going to go into the Blades with the same team. I was going to swap Lolly for Brennan Johnson, but Brennan Johnson contributed highly in that last game. Eli's still picking up on his fitness, but will stay in, and we'll go with that one to Bramall Lane in Sheffield, hoping to try and take something off top of the league. And let's take a look-see at this, title-winning team as it stands. It's Robin Olsen in goal, George Baldock, John Egan's back, Jack O'Connell, Jack Robinson and Ender Stevens. It were a different defence last time we faced them, with Fleck, Hurahan and Sander Berge in front, with Ryan Brewster, and Ollie McBurney's back as well instead of McGoldrick, who did do well against us, but that's the team I expected the first time round from Sheffield United, when we actually should have really beat them. So hoping for a bit of revenge after the draw, but they're in a really good position now. So it's Ollie McBurney now with the start as it goes to Ryan Brewster. Now John Fleck has a good tackle from Rodrigo. Eli comes in right there, and Zinkenagel to try and run into this little gap he's got. Not the biggest of gaps, so Roderick has to take it back. Roderick to the side of him into Ryan Yates, so I always want to call Jerry, as that's a good ball through. Really good ball through, and Zinkenagel's shot's been saved. Oh my days. Robin Olsen, excuse me for the burp right there, but I can't stop because we're still on an attack with a great save as Zinkenagel tries to cut inside right there and can't get past the defender. Right start here at the lane. After an episode last time out of, I'll spoil it, 0 goals scored for ourselves in game. We really could have done with that right there, as Jerry Yates, or Ryan, bloody hell, I always want to call him the wrong name, onto Roderick, who just dribbles too much with it and completely oversliders. Look at these look flustered. Sheffield United, they probably haven't come into challenges like us in a while in this. Of course, it's first versus third, so they might have been playing teams lower down, as Lowe picks up the ball right there into Brennan Johnson round the corner straight away as we've got a run through, but Zinkenagel making that run down the wing. He's going to get the ball right here. It's a very bright start here. We're doing very well. Zinkenagel with the victim ball, wins there! And Olsen is as well. Honestly, so close to breaking the deadlockers. Get that, Eli. Great tackle, to be fair, from that player right there. As now it's on to Tom Roderick straight away. We need a little bit of an attack coming together, so Roderick's going to just keep hold of it. Now passes it off to Cleverly into Wind, who's going to go away from his man a little bit. It's back into Tom Roderick, who can line one up, but that man in front, I just know it's going to hit him as Ryan Yates from range. Olsen with a stop. We are by far the better team. It's just a goal that needs to come now. Can we get it from a corner? Zink into Wind, and it does come from a corner. It is Jonas Wind, and the fans are right behind us. What a place to score the goal. We're over the advertising boards as Jonas, our top scorer, puts us in front against top of the league. Great header right there. It's a beautifully whipped in ball, high enough, and the defenders, who are quite physical there at Sheffield, do not get anything on that. It is now Nottingham Forest 1, Sheffield United 0. An absolutely amazing start away from home as now Jack Stevens on to John Fleck as he's trying to get away from us a little bit. Still, we'll just keep on plodding along, running at them, trying to stop them doing things, as Ollie McBurney with a good pass round to Fleck. And a great interception as Zinkenagel's going to try and run away. He's gave it into Cleverly really quick. Can Jonas Wind make that run through the middle? He is doing. Jonas Wind's got a bit of a gap right here. Can he do something again? Can he get another goal? He hits it low and Olsen has to stop it with his feet. He looks confused there, the goalkeeper. As still, even though he has conceded, he's done very well to keep the score at what it is. However, Ryan Brewster's going to try and stop that. He's on a very decent break right here. Puts it in the middle. John Fleck. Ooh! I thought that was in the back of the net. Very lucky deflection, as now it's going to be a corner ball for Berge. Get this away at the front post. Cleverly. Very well done, but Jack Robinson from range. And it looks like at the break in this one, as that was a very dodgy pass. We do lead against top of the league now. That is just such a good feeling after the back of quite a struggling episode last time out. We didn't do that great. It's amazing. No one's tired as well, so we're going to go straight into the second half with the same team, hoping to keep the momentum going. There's now Tom Roderick on it again, and he's going to try and spread one out. Is the Aussie. Is now Brennan Johnson back into Lowe. It's going to go into Tom Cleverly, and Roderick just stands one up but doesn't really get the chance to cross it because we were just straight away closed down right there as McBurney onto Sander Berge in the middle. Rodrigo Eli with a tackle. Great work around the back from him, as that's a dodgy pass though. Conor Hurahan's easily going to get that one into us now. Ollie McBurney actually gets the ball as well, and they're going to run at us. 53 minutes on the clock right here. Brewster, ball into Fleck again, and Samba had to make the save this time from it. You can see the hosts have woken up a little bit, but what a save from our goalkeeper as we're going to try and break. It's Zinkernagel onto Tom Rogic, put that straight over the top. It's going to land, yes, for Brennan Johnson, as Brennan Johnson picks up at the side where Max Lowe is. Max Lowe to try and charge at them. Passes it back in the middle right here. Ryan Yates onto Cleverly from range. Easy save. The game's took 60 minutes, an hour, in fact, just to warm up, but it looks like the hosts are coming back into this, and it's stretching the game as Zinkernagel, though, round the back. Ball inside. Roger Coulson saves. Very smart one. So Joe Lolly's going to come on now, trying to add a bit of experience to see out this winner. Zinkernagel whips it in, another header. Brilliant save again, and I'm just giving up on screaming with Olsen because I expect it now as another whipped in ball. McKenna off the line as we're going to head this down to Cleverly to shoot. Hits, I don't know what it was, a crotch as the man down in the box. Rogic with a header. Olsen slaps at it. Now that's one he actually should have saved a bit better, I feel like, as the ball is still bouncing around, and we're going to get this. It's going to be Ryan Yates to give the ball right here, and Rogic almost let that out of play, but still we're stretching them right here into Cleverly from range. Cleverly at the near post, saved. Another substitution, João Carvalho now, as this is a very long second half. Zinkernagel front posts, it's still not away from the host. Joe Lolly from range, oh, off the bar. What an introduction to the game that would have been, as now McBurney into Sander Berge. He gets it back now into Julis as he's going to try and run round us, and it's an offside. And also, if you're wondering why I say Sander Berge, because I know I've got comments in the past telling me how I've said it. I'm pretty sure in an interview he said that's how you say it, but I might be wrong anyway, as hopefully I'm right here with this attack. It's Zinkernagel, whips one in. Can we get this second goal? Carvalho misses. And that's a big shame right there, as now Ryan Yates. Can we get another goal to kill it off still? 10 minutes to go. As long as it don't go near our defence, we're fine, as Joe Lolly making good inward roads. It's going to land. No, it isn't. It's going to be headed away from one of the big three at the back, as now John Fleck onto Ollie Norwood. They're making changes as well, even though they've made like two up front now. Least moves Saison and Julis as they put a good ball around the corner right there as well. Got to get there. Max Lowe, brilliant tackle against his actual parent club. He shouldn't be able to play this one, but you know, FIFA rules, as we've got the ball still right here. It's in the middle. It's flicked on. It's Cleverly. It's really good movement right here. We've got the run in front of us. It's Ryan Yates, the captain, interim captain, and he's saved. He isn't the best of shooting or shooters, but it should have gone in right there as another corner ball. Very bad one, that one, as we're going to give it back into Max Lowe from range. Possibly strikes an arm. Is he onside? Joe Lolly might have been, but we didn't get the pass off, as we've got 1 minute to see this out right now. Big header won by Tobias Figueroa. That might be the biggest and most important interception of this game so far, as Sanderberg whips one forward though still, as there's 1 minute on the clock, and it's Sheffield United, the hosts, on the attack. O'Connell puts it in the middle. We've missed the ball. It's Ulysse through. It's Lys Mousset now. He shouldn't have passed that, in my opinion, as McKenna gets a tackle. It's a block. John Fleck into Ulysse, into Lys Mousset. Ulysse with a big hit. Get that away, please. And that is the final whistle. We have beaten top spot Sheffield United, and one of two is ticked off the list. We are very, very happy to take that one. It's just on to Fulham next, and that is a big step towards potentially getting into that top two in the table. And we know that's where we want to be, as we are 8 points still off Fulham. That's a long, long way off, as we've still got 10 games left, but that isn't actually much, as Figueroa is going to talk about his contract. No, just thinking money, Tobias. I mean, you're on a pretty decent one as it stands, as, oh my days, Eli's just signed that contract and he's out for 7 months. I'm not going to lie to you when I say this. I think he would be very, very, very lucky to play another game in a Forest shirt. And that means the player we're falling out with kind of a little bit, what's his name? Figueroa is going to have to step into the team, as we're going to go with the same lineup, I think. It's going to be Samber in goal. Drager, Figueroa is the only change, of course, with McKenna and Lowe. Going to keep Johnson there to start off with Yates, Cleverly and Zinkernagel. Rogic and Wind, hoping to try and get 3 points against Reading this time out, as I think if we win this, it's not confirmed, and don't quote me on this, but I think we would get in the playoffs minimum, because it would take us 9 points above them. or whoever is below them. I'm not going to bother checking, as we're going to get straight into this at the City ground. And let's have a look how these line up then. The Royals, it's Raphael in goal, Andy Yadom, Michael Morrison, Scott Dan and Baba Rabman. Is that the Baba from Chelsea? I don't know, do I? With Ron Motta and Josh Lawrence set in front, Halilovic, John Swift and Ovi Ajaria supporting Miete up front. It's a very decent team. It is a very decent team. We've just got to make sure we beat them. If we've beaten top of the league, I have faith we can beat any team right now in the league, so we're going to hope we can do it. Let's look at our pitch. It's a bit weathered in the middle, isn't it? Come on, groundsman. I mean, you probably don't get paid enough, but please try and make the stadium a little bit better if we're going into this playoff. Or automatic push. It might help for the automatic pushes. Now, Max Lowe with the ball. Straight away in the middle to Brennan Johnson, looking for that angle. Gets it into Rogic and Jonas Wynn. Tackled by Andy Yadom straight away, though, as we always look to be on the front foot. As now Miete, though, when I say that, gets an attack for Reading right here as his rounders right there. Whips it in. Halilovic into an open net. It is 1-0 to the Royals straight away, and they've gone and shocked us. My days. This is a game we can't afford to lose, but are at the moment. The winger strikes it home. Bit of a shocker, that one. Of course, I should keep my mouth shut, though, because of what I said. Kind of put that into processing, as now it's a great finish. It's a great ball from Miete as well. But still, someone should be at the back post. So I aren't convinced fully with that, as now cleverly straight away. I meant to let the ball over, and of course I've been tackled. Miete, it looks like Reading are actually up for a fight right here. So if they want to fight, let's give them one, should I say, shall we? As Jonas Wynn, straight through the middle, he's got a chance, and he's hit the post, but the goalkeeper stuck him out after the ball had gone. That's after the ball had gone, referee. Should be watching that one. Ah, well, we're going to just have to keep on going then, aren't we? As now it's into Zinkernagel around the corner. It's Tom Cleverley. It's onto Rogic right now, who decides to switch play. Good chest from Lowe, as we're going to try and keep running at them right here. It's Yates through the middle. Tom Rogic. Rogic with a pass around the corner as well into Cleverley, as we're going to try and attack right here. Wins at the back post. He can win that header. He's going to shoot with his feet, and that's straight into Raphael's grasp. It's very slow play from Reading right now as well when they get the ball, so us drilling at them is what we need to keep on doing, but it just requires us having the ball, as they've got a break on right here as well, and it's Andy Rinamotta. He's got a man in the middle. Samba's going to try and close that down. It's a great tackle from, I think, Figueroa got a little touch on that, and that's a very, very high throw-in, but Samba did actually get down and get the ball. There's a man injured in the middle of the park as well. Good switch out to Ryan Yates with an acrobatical pass to Max Lowe, who's going to run down this line. Brennan Johnson, just make sure you're fully onside, mate. There we go, and I'm going to release you as Wind wants it in the middle. Whip that in towards Wind. It's past him. It's Scott Dan who gets the header away. I think it was Scott Dan, wasn't it? As now Jakub Miete to pass it out into Swift. He drills it across to Ovi Ajaria. And we're back again, trying to defend, as it's going to be Rogic to head that down into Jonas Wind. And what can Wind do right here? He's going to have to pass it across into Yates. Yates over the top into Brennan Johnson. And can we get support round? We don't, but it's a great little move from Brennan Johnson to beat Andy Yadom for pace. The old man can't keep up. Going to whip it in towards the goalkeeper, and way too close, as it was a foul as well from Jonas Wind. But I like the intent as the half-time whistle's blown straight away. We trail to Reading. It's a game we don't really want to lose, but are at the moment, so let's step it up, shall we, boys? Definitely want us to show a little bit more, as Tom Cleverley straight away into Yates, who pass it to the side. Figueroa forward, go backwards again, to go forwards again, as now Tom Cleverley. We're just trying to each his way, as the Cleverley man releases the man on the wing in Zinkernagel. It's whipped back a little bit too far, but Rogic, keep that in play for us, as he gets a little header on it. Tries to win the ball back straight away, but cannot, and Miete released. It's just counter-attacks for Reading at the moment. We have really confirmed our place as the better team in this game, but we need to confirm our place in the playoffs with a win right here. So we're still chasing the ball around. And Jakub Miete on a break right here for the Royals, as he's got a bit of a gap right there. Sweated across. John Swift 2-0. Ah, dearie me. That's a very terrible one to concede as well. Just on a counter-attack. Made to pay. I don't want to get too upset, because I know we've got harder games incoming, but this is a terrible way to go down at home as well, because of course we were unbeaten for so long, and then when it gets to crunch time of the season, we're starting bottling it. And I hate to say this, Nottingham Forest fans, and you probably hate to hear this, but I can see if it carries on like this and we're losing a couple of odd games here and there and other teams around us are winning, we could have a Sabri Lamucci playoff kind of thing on our hands right here, which makes me feel sick in my mouth. I am, of course, going to try and prevent it, as now Drager running through the middle, gets his pass off to Jonas Wind, so can't get it around just again. They've done everything of Reading to shut us down in this game and get nothing towards this win, as it's going to be a win for them, of course, right now. Look at that. We should be getting that into Josh Laurent. That's our own fault, though, as Ayiz drops it off into Miete around the corner. Ayiz has a run on Sambas coming across a little bit. He sweaties it in the end, and it's into the corner for 3. It's a calamitous display of defending and a terrible result at home for us right here. From the big buzz of beating top of the league to this absolute calamitous show of defending. Look at that, straight across all of us, and still it was a decent finish. Maybe Samba in the goal wouldn't have saved that, but we've given them 3 open nets and they've took every single one all over the place. Absolutely. Look at that. That's not good enough. It's McKenna, and if you want us only centre back, I would really think about getting him off for that, as it's both of us defenders. Never mind, as Ayiz picks up on the ball, we're probably going to get a yellow card, as well as Ovia Jari is behind the back line. Mohamed Drager with a tackle, and the referee's pointed to the spot. It could be 4. It could be 4 to Reading right here. It's been a shocking performance, as it's going to be Miete against Samba, and Samba does keep it a bit lower, but to be fair, I don't care. It doesn't have an impact on the result, does it? They still could score again right there. Miete's been took out again. I think it's another penalty. No, he isn't. He's offside, but I thought the game stopping was going to be another bloody penalty, because I slid in again to try and block it off and give away another foul if it was in play, as João Carvalho running down the wing. Lyle Taylor's on now. We expect more goals from. Can he get one? No, because we've run out of time, not whipping it in. And it's 3-0 to Reading. That's a game we just need to forget about. One of our worst performances of the season. And it's just 3 shots and 3 goals for them. Yeah, down to actually 4th in the playoffs right now from that. And they are 3 points within touching distance. So it is not a good result at all. QPR as well. We play a 7th. How many points are they on? How many points? 61. So we still do have a 5-point lead on these. But with a tired team, it's actually bringing us a lot closer to dropping out. And what I said in the last couple of minutes, it really could be bad right here, as Johnson, we're going to try and get off. Joe Lolly to come on, and we will go with this. We'll go with that. Hopefully it can work. So it's going to be a quick simulation. Please don't drop anything more, as it's a 1-1 draw. I mean, we haven't lost, but it's not what I wanted. McCallum for them, and Yates to salvage something. And not even looking at the gap above us right now, as it is still 9 points off Fulham, so that's not too bad, but it's still not what we want. As Ryan Yates was talking about being a broken record, improve the situation. I'm doing all I can, but we are dropping down the league because of results, not because of bloody morale. Our morale is the highest it can be with all the press conferences and all that I actually do decide to do. As Fulham are 2nd, of course. I already knew that. As we're going to swap that round, and we'll just have to go with that. Yeah, Eli and Worrell still out at centre-backs. Gonna go with this, not walking through the lineup again. Just the one change from the last one. Hoping not to be a draw. Hoping not to be a loss. We need this. We really do, to make the gap 6 points as well. As we've got players on international duty, but I don't care. I care about club football, and I care about beating Fulham. And Fulham starting 11, Paulo Gazzaniga in goal, Cyrus Christie, Tim Ream, Alfie Mawson, Joe Bryan, with Nathaniel Chalobah in CDM, with Josh Onomer knocked back. It's going to be Harry Wilson, Anthony Knocker, and Ivan Carvalho with Cabano up front. Apart from no Mitrovic, that is a very strong Fulham side. Maybe Mitrovic has gone, who knows? As we're back in the Starburst kit, hoping for a result. It's now Ivan Carvalho on the ball straight away. Cabano's actually through straight away here. Samba with a smart save. So Fulham 8 minutes into the game, just straight away attacking us, as I think we've got a man down I'm not too sure, but I saw a man on the deck as we were coming out of that box. As now Philippe Zinkenagel gets the ball spreaded to him. We've passed it backwards and there's still not stopped play, so hopefully it isn't that serious. As now it's on to Zinkenagel again. I don't know why we're picking up injuries in the important times, as that's really good movement in towards Mohamed Drager, making the overlap right there as Cabano receives it right here. And yes, it's an injury to number 19. It's Tom Cleverley, that's who it is, as Cabano's running forward. Very lively start to this game right here, as he's still gone in and got a tackle as Tom Cleverley. That's experience, that is. Don't let him get hampered from the injury, should I say. As now Wind out wide into Joe Lolly. Pull that back. It's into Wind. Can we get that across to Zinkenagel? We can. Back in the middle. Back into Wind. Tries to shoot. Doesn't. Zinkenagel gets a drop. Gazaniga saves. Roller coaster of a move, that one, as Tom Cleverley sprinting forward. Can he put that over the top? What a ball from the injured man, as it's into Wind again on the angle, and that's straight into Gazaniga's hands as well. He's a very, very, very assured catcher of the ball, him, as Ryan Yates with the ball forward into Cleverley. Now onto Tom Rogic, as he gets the ball around to Joe Lolly, and Joe Lolly setting off. Going to have to cross it. Corner off Cyrus Christian. I will take Cleverley off. Brennan Johnson's going to have a game against a tough opposition in CDM, as their best players are camped, so he's going to come up against the likes of Carvalho, Knockhart and Harry Wilson. As now Ryan Yates on the edge of the box goes for him from range. That's got to be handball, and is! Finally, the handball thing has worked in this FIFA. We've never had a free kick or anything against us or for us with handball, but it's always been switched on, and that is why Alfie Mawson putting his hands to his chest, as we have a chance right here to take an early lead against the Cottagers. It's going to be Jonas Wind, and I'm going to go bottom right, and it's saved. It's saved. What an important save from their keeper. I mean, Wind's good from corners as well. It's not going to go in towards him. It's McKenna instead. It falls to Wind on the volley, and it's been given again. Oh my days, Tim Ream this time. Half an hour into this one, and it's all going down. Penalty dilemma. As let's have a look at this. It's Jonas Wind. Hammers it against an arm. It must be against an arm. As do we give it Wind again? I don't know. Maybe we'll give it Joe Lolly. Let's see if Joe Lolly can do any better. As we're going to aim directly for this bottom left. Going the opposite way. And Joe Lolly does do better. Sorry, Jonas. I had to try and confirm a goal. Joe Lolly, the experienced man, makes it 1. Got very lucky gifting it again to us, but we'll just have to take that. What a finish it is into the bottom corner. Gazaniga just rooted to the spot, as we have the lead against second place. And it would just be amazing if we can extend this, because it'll be good for our confidence as well. Not bottling the game, of course, with it only being at 1-0, and getting another win under our belt. As Josh Onomer onto Ivan Cavallero now to try and run at us a little bit. Just going to try and shadow the ball, pass it backwards. Good spin on it from Alfie Mawson. It's a 1-2 again. Through the middle, Josh Onomer over the top. That's a great ball into Cavallero, who's causing problems. Can't get the tackle in. Oh, and it's over the bar. Very, very lucky for us. Now Brennan Johnson in CDM, trying to get us on a little attack before half-time still. We don't play defensive in this. We do not play defensive. Mohamed Drager through to Tom Rogic, onto Wind. Going to get this out wide. It's a very, very smartly worked move as it goes into Wind on the header. Easy for the goalkeeper. If we'd have got there with Rogic, go a bit quicker, might have stood a chance, as Tom Rogic has dropped off a little bit. He goes through very, very big spells where he doesn't do much, as half-time is upon us. 1-0. It's been 1-0 in every half-time, I think, today. And whichever team's been winning at the break once we've played a game has won it overall. Let's make sure this is not an inception. McKenna pinging the ball straight out from kickoff into Drager. Let's try and get one from kickoff, shall we? Zinkenagel. That's straight over the top, and there's a run on right there. Joe Lolly over the top into Tom Rogic. Heads it into his path. Dipped into the back post. If we had a man there, I don't think Joe Bryan would have really dealt with that, as the pass away from Fulham's not a good one. Into Brennan Johnson. Passes off really quick. Jonas Wind into Zinkenagel. Wind wants it back. Hits it near post. Great save from Paolo. As we're going to get a corner. Let's talk about Joe Lolly being the player to watch as well, as he definitely has been. As we're going to whip the ball into McKenna with the header just wide. It's Ivan Cavallero running at us right here. It's Cabano round the corner. He's got it again as the Portugueser, and I don't know where he's going really with it, as he gives it back to Bryan. Missed tackle. Still Cavallero with it again, as There's an hour gone on the clock, and I think I do want to make changes with the next couple of games in mind. We are at the end of the season, don't forget. There's Josh Onema into Ivan. It's round the corner. Cabano trying to block this off, and we've missed the tackle. If there even was one right there, as he's in the middle. It's Harry Wilson, and he's finished it at the near post. Very, very close control from the hosts. And the Welshman gives them the lead. Oh, I should not say the lead, the leveller. Jesus, my head's all over the place with that penalty thing earlier on. Great touch and a great finish where Bryce Samba stands no chance. Back to the drawing board. As it's Brennan Johnson still in that CDM position. We're going to try and finish how we should have finished the first half off. Miles more on the front foot, but another tackling right there as Fulham are awake. Brennan Johnson, that's a tackle, not a shot. Come on, FIFA. Register the right thing as we're going to try and get out. Ivan Cavallero with the ball. Josh Onema now in the centre of the park. He's turned. Get it into Tim Reed. Oh no, it's Harrison Reed and Tim Ream into it. As now Cyrus Christie down the line. Harry Wilson tries to sprint across of us, but we do get the ball right there. Straight on to Tom Rogic. Now as we're going to sprint forward, and Jonas Wind through that middle. It's a great ball up to him. He's never going to get there though. Paolo Gazzaniga to whack it forward. Ryan Yates, please. There we go. It's a brilliant one header though, as we're still going to be on this attack. Zinkenagel in the middle. Brennan Johnson, why are you skill passing it? Wasted opportunity from one who's supposed to be in defensive midfield. Defensive, as Cyrus Christie keeps it away from us right there. Hopscotches around us. 10 minutes to go, and it's now Harrison Reed. I don't know if he's in the midfield or above, as they do have QPR next, which is going to be a challenge, I hope, for Fulham, as it's a pass in the middle. Great interception, McKenna, but still, ball falls back to him. Onema into Rogic, now into Jonas, as he's going to get the ball back now into Zinkenagel. Oh, and Zink, no, Cabano. It's going to be an attack for Fulham at the end of this game. It's a 1-2. Ivan Cavallero trying to go around the outside, as we're going to just have to block this. Good tackle again, though. Tobias Figueroa this time, as now Zinkenagel fizzed in. Zinkenagel's messing this up. I swear he wants us to lose, as Ryan Yates away. Now we can try and run with it. Brennan Johnson to just keep on dribbling, as Jonas Wind make a move, please. And we've run into them again. Ivan, there we go. Ryan Yates, please. Yes, it's a pass off to one of our own players, as Jonas Wind keeps it out wide to Philippe, as Philippe's going to keep on running. Brennan Johnson trying to get in behind. Brennan Johnson doing so, but a man in front of him, as added time's really up into it. We're not going to get to the other side of the field, as there we go. 1-1 at the Cottage. And I guess we're going to have to take that. Would have been really good to get a win, but Harry Wilson's goal stops us, as at least we made them drop points. Only bad thing is though, it gives them and Birmingham a massive gap on us, as it's 9 points still between us and Fulham, and 5 points between us and Birmingham City. 3 points between us and Reading, so at least we've extended that a little bit, as Tom Cleverley's out for 3 months. We're losing players. They are dropping like flies, as tomorrow we have Blackpool, what's happening there? Blackpool, Birmingham, Luton, the Baggies, West Brom and Peterborough. As then after that we have 2 games, Swansea and Hull, if there's not playoffs after that, which I think there will be, how today is gone, but we're going to keep giving it a go. So I put my controller down and do the clap, as thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell as well, so you do not miss an episode in the future. Not been the best of results today, but still only 1 defeat, and I guess that's a positive to take, as hopefully you take positives from this episode and you've enjoyed it. Take care, in a bit, and I'll see you all later for the next one. Peace, guys.